Welcome back to LGBT NDE. My name is Oliver, and I'm honored to guide you through another story from our community. As always, I want to acknowledge the person who made it possible for us to share it with you. This story comes from the work of Dr. Liz Dale and appears in her book Crossing Over and Coming Home, a collection of LGBTQ and non-gay near-death experiences. Dr. Dale has spent decades gathering and preserving these narratives, ensuring that queer voices are represented in the larger NDE conversation. You'll find a link to her book in the description below. We've also included a link to our shared LGBT NDE Facebook community, a gentle space where listeners can connect, reflect, and support one another. If you feel called to join us there, you're warmly invited. In today's episode, we're honored to share the voice of Dr. Ruth, a family physician specializing in palliative care, currently serving at Victoria Hospice in Victoria, British Columbia. Her work sits at the heart of compassion and presence, and her perspective brings a grounded, deeply human lens to the experiences we explore here. So sit back in your favorite easy chair and listen to our friend Sarah read today's NDE.
I had been having neurological problems and had been diagnosed as having myasthenia gravis. Turned out I didn't. But at the time I was the most ill, I had lost use of many muscle groups and was rushed to a hospital emergency room. I was feeling very weird and was having trouble talking. I don't really know what happened next, except that all of a sudden I was floating horizontally up by the ceiling. I looked down and could see my mother sitting by the side of the bed, towards my feet, and a young blonde doctor in a white coat who was getting a trach tube ready. As I looked down, it was as though I was looking through a scrim or a net. I could see what was happening, but it was veiled. I was very comfortable, and it was very light. I saw light all around and just floated in space, high up by the ceiling. I thought to myself, "Oh, I must be dying. This isn't so bad." I remember being amazed that I was not frightened. I had always thought I would be frightened to die. I felt amazingly calm as I watched my mother, and I felt so much pain for her. As I watched the blonde doctor busying himself with the tray, I was very comfortable. All of a sudden I thought, "Oh no. If I'm dying, then I will never see my partner Maria again." That was it. The next thing I remember was the next day, when I woke up in the ICU. In reality, I was apparently unconscious when I was in the emergency room. I later found out from my mom that there was indeed a young blonde doctor who was just about to perform a tracheotomy when I guess I began to breathe on my own. Now I realize dying can be peaceful and not terrifying.
Thank you, Sarah, and thanks to all of you for staying with us through this powerful account. Experiences like this remind us how thin the veil can be between fear and peace, between the body's crisis and the spirit's clarity. What happened in that emergency room wasn't just a medical event. It was a moment of revelation, a glimpse into a calm and luminous space that so many experiencers describe. For this storyteller, the return was sparked by love, the pull of connection, the longing to see Maria again, the awareness of the people waiting on this side. And in waking up, they carried back something many of us long for: the understanding that death is not always terror, but sometimes a quiet, unexpected gentleness. If this story resonated with you, or if you've had an experience of your own, we invite you to share it with us. Every voice adds depth to this community and helps illuminate the many ways people encounter the mystery of life and death. We'll be sharing more stories soon. If you have an NDE or spiritually transformative experience of your own and feel called to share it, we would be honored to hear from you. You can send your story to the email linked in the description below. Until next time, take gentle care of yourselves. You are loved, you are seen, and you belong in this life and the next.